Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to everyone tuned in for today. The Association of Black Law Enforcers' first and hopefully annual International Women's Day event. My name is Jacqueline Edwards, and I am the very honored president of the Association of Black Law Enforcers. And I just want to welcome everyone tuned in across the globe, hopefully. Before we get started, I would like to do some acknowledgement and land acknowledgement for where I am tonight. I'm in Kingston, Ontario, and we acknowledge that Kingston is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and the Huron-Wendat, and thank these nations for their care and stewardship over this shared land. We also wish to acknowledge the ancestral traditional territories of the Ojibwe and the Anishinaabe, and in particular, the Mississaugas of the New Credit, whose territory we are gathered on today as well. This territory is covered by Upper Canada treaties, celebrations. Again, my name is Jacqueline Edwards, and I am the first female president of the Association of Black Law Enforcers. I will tell you a little bit more about ABLE as we proceed. I want to start off by doing my challenge this year. As we all now know, for International Women's Day, we're all being encouraged to raise our hands and put out our challenge. My challenge is to use my voice and the various platforms that I have access to speak out very loudly, very boldly against gender bias and inequalities. I also challenge myself to stay the course and stay true to the challenge that I have just made in front of you tonight. So I hope you have taken the opportunity to do some reflection and throw out your challenge as well. I'd like you to check out our websites and social media platforms. We'll tell you a little bit more about that. We know and we've seen the challenges that are happening across the globe. And again, take the time, please, to do your own challenge and to challenge your colleagues to do the same. ABLE, as many of you might be aware, we're going into our 29th year. We have been existing. ABLE was created by some very courageous individuals in the field of law enforcement 28 years ago, during which time there was a lot of inequities. There was a lot of racism, a lot of overt and systemic racism that was happening. A group of people came together, Black law enforcement professionals came together to do something about it. They called to action from inside out. They said, we're going to come together. We're going to create a space for Black law and other racialized law enforcement practitioners and professionals to look at some of the issues of concern and to come up with some solutions to addressing them. One of which was to ensure that other Black and racialized minorities continue to pursue their studies in law enforcement criminal justice, as well as view the criminal justice and law enforcement professionals as a viable option in their career. I'd like to draw to your attention our website, www.ableorg.ca. We also have our Facebook account, which we're on tonight. We have facebook.com/AbleOrg1992. We have our Twitter accounts as well. which will probably be popping up on the screen just shortly. And we also have our Instagram account. So when we talk about ABLE, you know, a lot of people know us by our acronym, but really the Association of Black Law Enforcers, what are some of the things that we do? What are some of the accomplishments that we have been able to achieve over the years? I think one of the things that we are most proud of is our ability to connect and engage our community, to stay current with the issues of concern in the Black and racialized communities, and also to amplify the voices of our members around issues of systemic racism, of structural racism, anti-Black, anti-Indigenous racism, and really continue to call for increased representation of Black and other racialized minorities in senior and executive positions within our chosen professions. We have been able to agitate, we've been able to collaborate, we've been able to advise and guide how Black and racialized people are treated, and often call out how they are mistreated. There's still a lot of work to be done in these areas. We were able to celebrate, for example, very recently, the promotion of now the second highest ranking Black female police in the Toronto Police Services. We have both of these ladies actually are our members. Isabel Granger, who is a superintendent with the Ottawa Police Service and is now joined by Superintendent Stacey Clark with the Toronto Police Service. You'll get to meet later on. Part of our executive is the highest ranking at the time, now retired Deputy Chief Ingrid Berkeley, who is a member of our executive. So, you know, ABLE has been able to, as I said earlier, really hold account and be a part of conversations around racial profiling, being a part of conversations around street checks, being a part of conversations around human rights violations, celebrating the successes of our members, and also staying very, very true to the fact that so much still is left to be done. So again, I invite you to check us out on our website. Please do follow us on the various social media platforms that we have. And you can also reach us by email at our Gen email account, which we will share with you later. Today, I have with me our Vice President, Mr. Mark Wilson, who is with the Toronto Transit Commission, and Ms. Paulette Joseph, our Treasurer, who recently retired from the Ministry of Solicitor General. Please join me in, or please welcome them. Hi, Mark. Hi, Paulette.
Hi, Jackie.
Paulette, you're looking really lovely with your bow.
Thank you.
Yes, you know that purple is the chosen color for this year. So, you know, we are law enforcement practitioners. We adhere to the laws of the land. So we made sure we came. Mark is pulling his purple. All right, Mark.
I had to make sure I got some purple in there.
Make sure that you had some purple. So again, Mark, Paulette, and I welcome you. We're gonna share a couple of things with you, but before we get started, we're going to thank our sponsors. I believe we're going to have a 30-second video of our sponsors. Well, I know Mark and Paulette will attest to the fact that Abul Azad of Abul Azad Builders Incorporated has been a loyal sponsor of our events, has contributed for many, many, many years to our scholarship program. Fazil Mirza of Wendy's Restaurant in Scarborough, who is, I think we'd safe to say, a lifetime sponsor and supporter of all events. Plus, him cook some really good food. So, moi, je parle français. I speak the proper English, but can't forget my country, my patois. I am a very proud Maroon descendant and Jamaican. So, if you want some really nice tasting West Indian food, please go and check out Wendy's Restaurant. And we also have, he needs no introduction actually, Mr. Ron Fanfare, a freelance and award-winning journalist who has covered all, ladies and gentlemen, all of our scholarship gala awards and job fairs. And we, Ron often is ahead of the curve, knowing who's who. I've actually gotten calls from Mr. Fanfare saying, "Hey, Jacqueline, they have a black deputy somebody, or they have a black person that just got promoted. You know her? I think you should give her a call." And he's always got eyes and ears out for us. So again, Abul, Fazil, and Mr. Fanfare, thank you, thank you, thank you for your unwavering support of the Association of Black Law Enforcers. Speaking of our scholarship, I hope Paulette tells you that I was the first scholarship recipient. I hope she tells you that. But if she doesn't, I was the first scholarship recipient back in 1993. I'm actually that old, right? But I'd like to again introduce a dear friend and colleague, Miss Paulette Joseph, who is going to tell us a little bit about the scholarship program, which we're all so very proud of. Paulette?
Thank you very much, Jackie. Good evening, everyone. My name is Paulette Joseph, and I am currently the treasurer of ABLE for over 7 years and over 16 years with ABLE. As Jackie just mentioned, she was our first scholarship recipient, and we continue to do scholarships. Due to COVID, last year we did not, but we will continue to do so virtually this year and forward. I also have had many portfolios with ABLE, such as the secretary and membership chairperson. But the dearest to my heart is being a treasurer and being involved in writing the scholarship checks for the students every year. The Peter Butler III and Rose Fortune Scholarship Program was created by ABLE in order to recognize the contribution of the first Black Canadian law enforcers. So Rose Fortune, she was born in the southern U.S. into slavery in Annapolis, Royal, Nova Scotia, in the U.S., and then she migrated through the Underground Railroad, to Annapolis, Nova Scotia. And she was a self-appointed police woman, the first Black police woman in Canada. And Peter Butler, he was born in Ontario, in Middlesex County, and he joined the OPP in 1913, where he spent 50 years with the force. So he is known as the first Black OPP officer, 1913. So awarding these scholarships has assisted Black and racialized youth to achieve their educational goals while making a difference and a positive contribution to society. So now let's take a look at the 2019 scholarship event and our 2019 Scholarship Awards Gala. So, in conjunction to those mentioned before, during the years, we have had many loyal sponsors who have sponsored our scholarships. So, if you notice, you saw the young people getting their scholarships, and that was photographed, as well as guests who attended our gala. So, thank you to our loyal sponsors. And I'm asking you all to please save the date of October 24th, 2021 for our virtual scholarship and community awards gala. Head over to our website at www.ableorg.ca. See if you qualify, or your children, your friends, your grandchildren. And if you qualify, please apply for the scholarship, as we have extended our deadline until March 31st, 2021. Thank you.
I think we're going to look at another video.
Okay.
For more of the Young Legends of Pan, check out the YouTube channel on the screen, Sir McDon.
Thanks for watching!
My name is Benjamin Daniel.
Naomi!
And we are
The Young Legends of Pan!
Woo!
You could not help but rock to that beat. That awesome group of young talent is an amazing, amazing musical family. I personally cannot wait to see them live or perform in person. They are siblings, as noted. Benjamin, who is 22, is actually studying to be a doctor. Congratulations, young man, and we wish you well. Danielle is 15, and Naomi, 12, and little Ruth is 7 years old, aka Young Legends of Pan. with their own style and rendition that was called Hookenman. As noted earlier, you can check them out on their Instagram, Young Legends of Pan. Let's hear it for these amazing, amazing young people. Very talented family, the McDonald family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, young legends. In the past few years, we've seen actually something that I take great pleasure in witnessing is the increase in our membership. ABLE is the Association of Black Law Enforcers. We are about our members. It is important for us to have a diverse group of people make up our membership. And the more we are in terms of numbers, I believe the stronger we will be overall. What do you think, Mark?
Very much so. That's why one of my challenges was for every member to talk to 5 people that aren't a part of ABLE and actually get to put out the word about ABLE. So if each person goes to 5 people, we'll have a lot more people who will be interested in ABLE. So I think that's great that the past few years, going from the 35 to now 200 and some odd, we're in the right way. We're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction.
Absolutely. And I think, as Mark just said, and I know Paulette will agree, we've challenged, and we're going to do another challenge. If we're asking every member to bring on at least one more member, and when that member comes on, they bring on another, and so on and so on. You can get more information about our membership application on our website. We'd be happy to send anybody information. Our chair, membership chair, is Miss Lisa Marie, and you'll get to see a picture of her later on. Again, please consider becoming a member of ABLE. Part of the other thing that I'm very proud of is just how active we've become on social media. I mean, no se Paulette nago vex with me when I say some are we're not as technically able, and we might not be on social media. I actually got an Instagram account years ago when I was coaching 12 and 13-year-olds. And they were saying, Coach Jackie, did you see this? Did you see this? I'm like, sure. I never say a thing because I never have no social media account. So again, it's important we use our social media accounts to promote a lot of what we do, our job fairs, our scholarship gala. Miss Keisha Fanfare, who has been just stellar in guiding us in this area. I just want to give her a little shout out. Some of you might have seen TSN did a feature on just an amazing Black hockey player in Canada, and Miss Fanfare did her thing and was calling out what she needed to call out. So shout out to Keisha for all that she's been doing and continues to do. As we celebrate this important year for International Women's Day, we have many challenges we've had many challenges during the past year. First and foremost, due to COVID-19, many of us cannot hug our loved ones. We're not able to go to church. I'm so grateful here in Kingston, we were able to reopen our church, but many people cannot even do that. They cannot attend social gatherings. It's affected our young people in terms of schools. It's just even affected their youth in terms of just what young people like to do, or little ones like to do, go to the park and stuff like that. So, it has been a very challenging year, and many of those challenges have impacted people in such significant ways, including the loss of loved ones. So much to deal with. Our community has also been very challenged, and by our community, I mean the Black community. We witnessed the horrific death of Mr. George Floyd. We've seen time and time again the injustices that our Black communities are subjected to. We are not looking to cast stones on everybody. We believe that there are, in fact, law enforcement practitioners who do it the right way. And I will say unequivocally that they are part of our membership. We do, however, know that there's a lot of behaviors and a lot of decisions that are made that are not in line with the oath that we've taken as law enforcement practitioners, and we continue to call those out. We continue to call out the injustices on Black and other racialized people, and we continue in the same breath to work with those who want to bring about change to eradicate racism from our profession. So again, a lot going on, a lot still to be done, but we remain cautiously optimistic that one day soon we will realize a world or professions without many of these isms that exist. This year, International Women's Day has chosen the Choose to Challenge. What is it that you choose to challenge? Here are some of our members choosing to challenge and sharing with you their choice in what they want to challenge. Wow, Mark and Paulette, that's quite a combination, eh? We're challenging hate, we're challenging racism, we're challenging stereotypes, we're challenging choosing love over hate, peace over war, the innocence of our children, and anti-Black racism. What do you know? Those are some really, really good challenges, eh, Mark?
Those are very good challenges. Very good. I'm quite impressed with the group that came up with those and had their pictures up there. We're seeing some of the senior members that were part of ABLE, and they're still coming back and still representing. I'm loving it. It's going good.
Yes, one of which was our immediate past president, Kenton Chance, and Kim Chance, who, oh my gosh, you know, there's never a time I ask Kim to reach back to ABLE and she says no. So it's nice to see that our members do reach back, whether it's, you know, Bonnie, whether it's Joseph. We are a family, and the strength of ABLE is really our members. And again, I want to reiterate, please consider becoming a member of ABLE. Please consider joining, lending your voice. Go to able.org, visit us on our social medias. Please reach out. We would love to engage you and have you seated at the table to assist us in our goals and objectives. So thank you to all who stepped up. I'm pretty sure there was a serious call from Desi. It's very difficult to say no to Desi. So really, really nice to see that everybody came forward and did that. So I would really like to introduce to everyone the members of our executive. So just a little bit of a background on our executive. We are elected by our members. We all serve a 2-year term. This current executive came into effect the 1st of January. I have already introduced to you Mr. Mark Wilson, who is with the Toronto Transit Commission. You've already met Paulette Joseph, our treasurer, who recently retired from many, many years of service as a probation and parole officer. We also have Joey Sarpang, who is our secretary, also with the ministry. We have Lori Searle Irvin, who actually is the highest ranking Black female within the RCMP at the inspector level. Lori is our assistant secretary treasurer. We also have Miss Yvette Gray, who is our law enforcement issues officer and currently with the Canadian Border Service Agency. We've spoken so much about our membership. Miss Lisa Marie Wilson, who is also currently with the Ministry of Solicitor General, serving as our membership chairperson. Mr. Joseph Osroff, who is now our social director and a returning member, as is myself and Paulette. And I mentioned her earlier, but I never get tired of talking about her or calling her name, Miss Ingrid Berkeley, who recently retired as the highest ranking Black female at the deputy chief rank. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my illustrious team. I am ecstatic to be working with these individuals who volunteer and give of themselves so willingly, so that we can continue the great, great work that was started by our founding mothers and fathers back in 1992. So we are accepting members. Please consider becoming our members. Lisa Marie would love to hear from you guys. So 17-year-old Jade Michaela Kittens is an accomplished entertainer and honor roll student in grade 12. Currently enrolled in Bishop Allen Academy, and she will be studying dentistry to become an oral surgeon. This fall, she will be studying life sciences in post-secondary. She has a passion and talent for music. She sings, plays the guitar, piano, alto saxophone, flute in her school band. We're going to hear from Jade. Please welcome. Wow, wow. This girl is definitely on fire. Paulette, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Were you
She's
rocking,
absolutely fantastic.
were you rocking to the beat?
Great job. Yes.
I was ready to start singing. I can't sing though. I can't sing, but I was ready to start.
Oh, okay. Because when the music
You were humming.
When the music
wow.
gets you.
The dedication it takes, to be able to do what Jade just did. I think her one of her family member, Carla, said she's not only talented, but she is very beautiful. It is so amazing to see our younger than me, Mark and Paulette generation coming up and just doing their thing. Jade, keep doing you, darling. What a wonderful talent that you have been given. And if there's anything that we can do to support you, please do let us know. Wonderful. Let's give her another round of applause. Wonderful. I also, before I turned it over to Mark, because our commitment really was a half hour, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a little taste of Able. We're in professions where we're often exposed to very unpleasant things on a day-to-day basis, whether, you're reading the reports of somebody's offense, or you're walking the beat, or you're at the border, or wherever you are. It's not always a positive environment or happy endings or even beginnings. So Able likes to bring some fun into what we do. Y'all need to check out our boat cruise. When we get over this COVID, listen, we're going to party like it's, what Prince did say, 1995. We're going to party like it's 2022. We're going to have a party or two. Trust me on that one. That is my commitment. We are also very fortunate. TELUS Communications has, in fact, donated a prize to all who stepped forward and participated in our challenge. Bonnie and Des and Fatima and Roxanne, Haifa, Ingrid, Joseph, Joy, Ken, Kim, Lisa, Officer Rod, Paulette, Mark, and myself. We want to just say thank you, and we have a prize. Just so nobody no say, oh, me fix nothing. Me put it into a see-through something. So everybody name in there. I have put everybody's name in there so as not to be accused of fixing it. Je vais mettre tout le monde nom dans le bois ici. I've done it the right way. So I'm going to reach in. I'm going to stir it around. I did not put my name in there. And I'm pretty confident if I pull out Paulette or Mark's name, they will tell me to put their names back and draw again. Right, guys? So let me just shake it up a little bit. And not looking. I'm pulling out a name. And it is Ken, our immediate past president. I know Ken's going to tell me to put it back in. So I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to draw another name. I know if Ken was here, he would say put it back in. Right, Mark? Right, Paulette? All right. I'm going to draw again. This time I am Haifa.
Hey! That's his wife. Nice.
So I have drawn Haifa's name. We will make sure that you get your prize from TELUS. Thank you, Des Fanfare, for organizing that. Oh, there's a picture of it there.
Yeah.
Boy, Kenton, wait till Kenton. As soon as I come off this call, my phone is going to be ringing. Kenton going to be what? Hey. Who tell you must put my name, take my name out of the draw? But I know my past president, I know he would have no issues with that. He's just that kind of guy. So again, Paulette, thank you for your service, obviously, in all you do for Able. As a friend of ours would say, should tight on the money. But taxpayers' money, and we want
to be accountable.
We want to be accountable, and we want to be fiscally responsible. So, Ms. Joseph, thank you for all you do. You look
Thank you, ma'am.
absolutely stunning tonight.
Thank you kindly. You too.
Thank you. Mr. Wilson, we are going to turn it over to you unless Paulette has maybe a few parting words, and then you can turn it over to Mark to do a little thank you for us.
Not really. Just saying, it was our first International Women's Day. I think it went well. And thank you, Jackie, for who you are as our president, and hand it over to Mark. So I wish all of you a wonderful evening, and hopefully this COVID will be ending soon, that we can see each other in person.
Yes.
And again, I want to second that. Happy International Women's Days to all of you ladies that are here in the show today, and Association of Black Law Enforcers. We appreciate you all, and just sometimes you just got to hear it. So on that note, I'd like to say good evening again. My name is Mark Wilson. I am the Vice President of ABLE. You have now come to the end of our celebrations. Thank you all for spending your last half an hour, well, about 45 minutes, with us. And this is our first International Women's Day celebration that we've had. We wanted to keep it short and sweet and give you the opportunity to get to know us a little bit, get to understand a little bit about ABLE. We hope you enjoyed the event. Special thanks to Charles Matthews of CMJ Entertainment for this awesome production. You did a fine job. Thank you again, Charles. Special thanks again to the young legends of Pan, Jade McCalla Gittins and Nicola Foster, and the ABLE members for choosing to challenge our ABLE Event Planning Committee. And please don't forget to share this event on your social media. Tag and follow us at ABLE. Check out our website. Give us your feedback. See you on October 24th, hopefully, for our virtual scholarship membership awards. And good night to everyone, and be safe. And once again, I challenge you, all of our ABLE members and the people who aren't ABLE members, my challenge to you was, introduce yourself to 5 different people that don't associate with ABLE, let them know what we're all about, and get the word out there. Thanks again, and have a good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Big up, Mr. Charles.